Carrie, and it is day 6 of NaNoWriMo 2013. So today for day 6, the goal was 10,000 words. Before I went to bed last night, just before midnight, I was at 12,952 words. I really wanted to try and bust out those final 48 words, but I was really tired, and I could probably write stuff happened 24 times, but that would be boring. That would mean more work in the revision process. So I put it off, and I gave myself just over an hour today before work to write, and I am up to 14,173. So I did a lot better than I thought I would do. I did over 1,000 words in an hour, so I was quite happy with myself. And while I was writing, I figured out what I wanted to talk about today. Now, a lot of people say that there's 2 categories for NaNoWriMo. There's the planners, people that spend all of October, sometimes September, October, sometimes the whole rest of the year, planning and detailing and outlining and doing all this stuff to prepare for NaNoWriMo and bust out their 50,000 words or more. I was just talking to one of my buddies who surpassed 50,000 words in like less than a week, and I messaged him and I'm like, how did you do that? And he said that he was doing a lot of obsessive planning, and he was able to bust out 50,000 words, and he's going to try and finish the novel by the end of November, which is incredible and insane to me. So that, that's great if you can do that. I do not have that level of discipline. Then there are the people that just wing it. They're pantsers. They just sit down November 1st at midnight and just go. No planning, no preparation. Maybe they have kind of a general idea of what they want to do, but nothing has been prepared, nothing is set in stone. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I spent a good chunk of October with character profiles and outlines, and I did a couple world maps. I talk about those in some of my prep videos. Then I just kind of like to have a general idea of where I want to go, and then let the characters take over. Like today, I had a kind of idea of a character that I wanted for one of my more minor characters. She's not really minor, she's kind of in the middle kind of character of in importance level. I wanted her to have a brother, and I kind of had a general idea of what he looked like and everything, and what he did in this world. And the scene that I wrote was my main character and this young lady having a conversation, kind of getting to know each other. And the character they had that was supposed to be her brother kind of somehow morphed into a love interest. Not really sure how that happened, but I kind of like it better. As I'm writing, and I'm like, wait, that's not okay? We'll go with it. I don't really know what else to say about that, but it was kind of unexpected. But, you just kind of go with it. And so when I sit down to write again, I'll just kind of say to my characters, okay, this happened last time, how are we going to resolve it? Or are we going to shift focus and talk about somebody else? Or is this problem that was written in chapter 2 going to get resolved? Kind of that kind of thing, and just let them kind of take over in my head. it really leads to some exciting and interesting writing. Another example that this has worked for, I mean, it's never worked on a novel that I've written, because I've never really written much of a novel before now. I've usually been doing short stories and fan fictions. So, short stories, some of them I've kind of pantsed. I'll have a general idea and just kind of go. But the fan fiction that I wrote this summer is linked below. I had a general idea of where in the seasons of the Power Rangers that I wanted to set it, because it was the first season. It was where it all started. It was what I started really loving about the show. I was, 8 or 9, 10, I think, and that's what I loved. That's when I liked the show the most. After the original cast started leaving, I kind of fell out of it, and I was also getting older and getting involved in other things. So, thanks to Netflix, I can go back and watch all of the stuff that I missed after I'm done with NaNoWriMo, of course. So, an idea of where in the story of the TV show that I wanted to stick this particular fan fiction. I knew the characters that I wanted to use from the show, knew the ones that I wanted to focus on, and then I had my original character that I knew really well. I had been role-playing her for years, so I had a really good grasp on how to write about her. And when I'm done with this particular story, I do want to do a novel series based on my former roleplay character. I've been wanting to do it for years, and starting with NaNoWriMo, it's getting me more into wanting to conquer ambitious projects like that. So, that was it. I had where I wanted to stick the story, abouts, and then my character, and just kind of go from there. And the stuff I came up with, you guys are going to have to read the story, because I'm not giving anything away. But the stuff I came up with was really good, and I really enjoyed writing it. It was so much fun to write, and so easy to write, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm having with this story. For the novel, when you just kind of let the characters take over and see where it goes, it makes it more fun, and then you kind of confuse your inner editor, because then, at least for me, I still haven't found that deadbolt for the basement. So my inner editor will sneak up, and I'll start to go off of outline and to go, wait a minute, hey, that's not a bad idea, I like that better, So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with completely pantsing it if you can do it, if you can get the ideas to flow for it. There's nothing wrong with planning like crazy if you have that kind of discipline. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle. I can't get my brain to completely wing it. I don't have the focus to sit there and plan every single detail out. Which is kind of why I really hated my creative writing course when I took one in college, because she had us fill out every single detail. And aside from the fact that the professor I had was kind of forcing us to conform our writing to her taste, which kind of took the whole creativity part out of creative writing. Like, that's not what I write, but whatever, I need an A. So yeah, if you have that kind of discipline to plan everything out, I applaud you. if you can completely wing it, I applaud you. If you're somewhere in the middle like me, yay, I don't feel so bad, I'm not alone. So I'd really like to hear you guys' opinion. Are you a planner? Are you a pantser? Are you kind of in the middle like I am? Have you ever just sat down and let your characters kind of take over things? 'Cause I really think that, like, that's where it gets fun. It's kind of like a movie or a TV show going on in your head, and you're just writing everything down. And when there's an exciting plot twist, you will have the same reaction, like, what just happened? So that's about it, I guess. I'm gonna go edit, and then I'm gonna write, see if I can bust out another 900 and some words, and maybe I'll hit 15 tonight. That's my goal anyway. Tomorrow I'm off. I'm going to try and write 10,000 words tomorrow because I am off, and that'll give me like the biggest jump ever. And I will be hopefully attending my first write-in tomorrow. There's a local group of NaNoWriMos that are getting together at a Panera, and my one friend has been bugging me to go, and I think it might be fun. So I will be attending my first write-in, and I'll probably post a video after that when I get home. As long as I'm not at her place until like 3, because she tends to like to talk. But so that's it. Happy words, and I will see you guys tomorrow.